and I love deep shit.
Yeah.
And creating these videos and writing about stuff like that, it just makes me feel so fulfilled and happy, you know? When it goes, we're waiting for this day. See, that's such a dancer thing to do. I'm like, you're waiting for this day. Yeah. If I told myself 2 years ago I would be doing this now, I would not even believe it. Yes, storms will come, some things will break.
This.
I'm so dramatic. So worth it. I've never expected to go that viral. That was crazy. Whenever I'm directing content on set and whatever, I'm such a dancer. I'm like, guys, 5, 6, 7, like, yeah, it will never leave me. And thank God, because dance is what opened all these doors.
Advice for people who want to get in front of the camera, who are a little scared.
My advice would be, just do it, man. Just don't be afraid. Just do it and learn to love yourself exactly the way you are.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Cut. Today we got MelyCrisp. She is a dancer, a filmmaker, a beautiful storyteller, and this one is such a good episode. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you guys do, please like and subscribe. Also, quick shout out to Uppbeat, the sponsors of this video, but more on them later. I wanted to start, actually, if you don't mind, I wanted to start with a video. There's 2 videos I definitely want to talk about during this. And then in between I'll be asking questions, but if you don't mind me starting with a video, just to get things going, and then we can just get into it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me bring it up.
Stop! Why complicate things when we are this tiny, very tiny? I think we are starting to notice how simple it can be. A tree doesn't grow overnight, flowers don't bloom all year, the ocean doesn't fight the tides. Let it flow. The sun doesn't envy the moon. Even behind the clouds, it simply shines. So show to you. Yes, storms will come, some things will break, others will burn. But we can learn how to move like water. Gentle and soft, yet strong enough to carve through rocks. So be kind to yourself. You're still becoming. I believe everything has a purpose. Even what seems unwanted holds the seed of a better version of you.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you tell me?
It took me a month and a half to edit this video.
Just to edit. It took you a month and a half and just to edit it.
Yeah, the edit, and also like putting the story together, finding the ideas, because actually I started that video. I wanted to post that on Earth Day. So imagine Earth Day is on the 22nd of April. And I had this idea of like how nature is our biggest teacher in so many levels, like spiritually, emotionally, like all this kind of stuff. I like deep stuff like that. And then I didn't have the time to finish it, but also I didn't have enough footage. The script I was not happy with the script yet. So many things, and I was busy with work. And then I was just like, just leave it. I'll make it happen. It's not something that I'm going to abandon. I'm going to transform into something else, So that's why it took so long.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. So the idea, how do these things start when you are coming up with these deeper storytelling, emotionally driven pieces of content?
Well, I always get inspired with my experiences, first of all, like my life and stuff like that, how I see things or everything I've experienced in my 37 of years. And I'm someone that has really big emotions. I feel very deeply everything, like the good, the bad, the joy, the pain, the whatever, I go a lot into very deep reflections or deep chats with my friends, or even I have my mentors, guidance, whatever. And it always starts somewhere there, and I love deep shit.
Yeah.
I am someone I'm so full of life. Everyone knows me as this ball of energy whenever I'm on set or whatever, working with someone. I feel like everyone that's like that also have a very not a dark side. We all have a dark side. You know what I mean? So I feel like yeah, and creating these videos and writing about stuff like that, it just makes me feel so fulfilled and happy, especially because I want people to feel something. Whenever I'm doing these videos, some people won't understand it because they're now on that level of consciousness, I would say. I don't know. Not everyone. It's not for everyone,
For sure.
But I don't care. Whoever wants to see it, whoever was going to feel is going to feel it. And that is my first thing when I'm doing these videos is I want people to be like, whoa. Especially now this one, I really went in on the sound effects. And even when I watch it back, like it makes me have goosebumps. I'm like, yeah.
I totally get it. And there's one thing that you just said that stood out to me is like having these deeper conversations with friends. I've always had those, but I think as I'm getting older and my friends are getting older and they're having kids and, our parents are getting older and, you got to start taking care of them and just things like that. Life just starts happening really fast. I'm having more and more deep conversations with them. And I find that content like yours speaks more to me than I watch. Obviously, I watch a ton of cool transitions and stuff, but it's like the deeper conversations that we have at like 3 a.m. about life is the stuff that really hits. For people who, and you said like, if they don't connect, they don't connect. But what do you think it is? What do you think that they need to do to get to this level of deeper meaning and connection?
Ooh, what do I think they have to do? I think first of all, it's stop avoiding your real emotions and truly what you're feeling within yourself, Stop masking them, like really facing it, especially like the uncomfortable ones, the painful ones. Because it's so easy to get distracted and get busy with other things and forget about things you have to work on within yourself, For some people, it is. For me, it's not. Because if I'm feeling something and if it's heavy, no matter how busy I am, it's gonna attack me like triple time. So I think it's really about accepting that it's part of us and it is there to help us. It's not bad. I've always said emotions, there's no bad or good emotions. They're all on the same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I feel like really connects. I watched your Dear 2024 video. How you did.
Yeah.
And you talked about vulnerability is something that you try to embrace because it's the core of your creativity.
Exactly.
And I think that is such a big part, and risk, right? Like taking risks, experiencing life. And this is something that I wanted to talk to you because I feel like you'd love to travel and you do a lot of these things. Does that help with creativity? Like going out there, traveling for you?
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. It helps so much because you see different landscapes, you see different people. And as someone, I started a lot with like street photography and stuff like that. So I really love capturing people and I really love observing people. And I think traveling just expands your brain, your creativity and everything. When I'm traveling is sometimes when I get the most creative, to be honest. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, let me just film this. I'll just film loads of random stuff, and then I can create a story with it. That's why like all these videos, even this last one I just posted, is footage from like 2023. You don't even know.
Okay, that's perfect because I was gonna ask you how you make these things. I was like, do you go out when you travel and just record a bunch of stuff, a bunch of like different ideas, transition, you record your hands or your feet in the set, and then you sit there when a story comes to you, you write it out, and then you're like, you just sift through all your old stuff, and you're like, oh, perfect. This is how I could use this. Like,
Yeah.
there's like
that. See, that's in London. That's in my garden. I can tell you everywhere where it is.
Yeah, see?
That's in New Zealand. That's Thailand. That's Portugal. That's the UK. That's Greece.
Okay, so wait. These two shots back to back, this and this, these match cut. Are these in two different places?
They're both in Greece. So I did the sunset first. The sun doesn't envy the moon. I did the sunset first for fun. That was literally after a hike with my friend. We hiked on the top of the island called Ios, And then that was another night where it was the full moon, and I was on my own because I had my own little Airbnb, and I was just filming loads of stuff outside with the blue light. And then I was like, oh my God, let me do the same thing I did with the sun, and maybe I'll use it for a transition. And here it is.
Yeah, that's cool. Creatively thinking while you're traveling is a whole different thing, I think, you know.
Yeah. Why complicate? Let it flow.
This let it flow.
Yeah.
One thing I love about creatives is knowing their background in things, and being a dancer, I find is such
Weird.
a crazy. It's so cool, especially when you mix it with filmmaking, because I see so many parallels. Do you find that you can use different skills when you from your dancing career and just how you think about it when you are filming?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The way I feel like, even like the way I film things, it's like a feeling. It's just like when you move your body and you feel something, it feels right. When I'm filming something, or if it's like still, especially if it has a movement, because I work also as a content creator for artists. I do love artists here in London. So whenever I'm filming that, or I've done also loads of like dance visuals and stuff like that, it's really, you can tell the difference. You can tell how I understand the tempo of things, like the musicality of things,
Yeah.
even the storytelling. It's really a big influence on my creativity, no doubt. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I realized is music feels like the soul of both things. And when you do, because you create so much different pieces of content, is music one of the first things that you kind of, when you sit down to edit, or do you have something in mind all the time? You're like, okay, cool.
It depends. Sometimes it's the music that inspires me, but I used to do that more before, at the start more. I think I would be like searching for like a trending sound, or searching for something that is going to inspire me, and then I would base myself onto this sound to create something. Now I feel like that would limitate myself a little bit, because I would be like, I need to find something to help me create something, when no, let's do the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm going to start creating something with the idea that I have, the subject, whatever. I want to talk a heartbreak. I want to talk about whatever, then I would start like writing. Now I start by doing the scripts, and then I search the images, the imagery I imagine, and like this video, the song was the last thing I added.
Oh, okay.
It was literally, and usually also my last two videos like that, I don't use music. If you notice, it's just my voice and just in sounds and the sounds of the images. But for this one, I was like, no, I want to add some music in the back to make it even more intense. And then I'll just put it in the perfect way. And then, yes, I had to make some adjustments, especially on the part when I open my hand with the seeds. When it goes, we're waiting for this day. See, that's such a dancer thing to do. I'm like, you're waiting for this day. Yeah.
I love it. I love
so
it.
I adjusted that. And then I already had the voiceover done also, but then I had to record other. That is that's very dense.
That's so fun.
That seems unwanted. You know why it's so funny? Because I've only realized now that I'm talking about it. So funny.
That's perfect, but you can't shake it, I think that's like the core of the creativity. It's such a cool thing to do. Music plays such a big part in any creator's videos. It could help move the story forward. It could help move the audience's emotions. It could do a lot. So I want to give a quick shout out to Uppbeat, the sponsors of this video, and also a shout out to their music catalog. They have a ton of stuff ranging from lo-fi beats, which is my personal favorite, to maybe some of the slower, deeper stuff. So if you guys need music for your next films, your next videos, please check out Uppbeat with the link in the description or the pinned comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. Whenever I'm directing content on set and whatever, I'm such a dancer. I'm like, guys, 5, 6, 7, yeah, it will never leave me. And thank God, because dance is what opened all these doors for me, Like, I've had an amazing career as a dancer. I did it for like
more than 15 years.
That's crazy.
Performed with big artists, like I've done Rihanna, Katy Perry, Camila Cabello. Oh, I can't even think. Zara Larson, Little Mix, wherever. I even done movies. I'm on Aladdin. You can watch me next to Will Smith, man.
So through that experience, was it easy for you to like, okay, cool, be in front of camera, be yourself? Because that's a hard thing for a lot of creators starting out.
Yeah.
So do you have any like advice for people who want to get in front of the camera, who are a little scared?
I think, first of all, I think everything is a practice.
Yeah.
You know? You think you will never be ready to do it. Like me coming on this podcast, I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I think you just have to throw yourself at it and just start filming yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to put it out there and then just see how you look on camera. And then also one thing, once you put yourself on camera, you're going to see different parts of yourself. That's something I've noticed way before I did this type of content. That was before TikTok, whatever. I used to do like vlogs, like travel vlogs. And when I watch myself now, I'm like, oh my God, I am so out of place. Like, who is this person? Am I like this? You know, but it's so good because they also like, you learn about yourself as well, you know?
Of course.
Yeah, I think my advice would be just do it, man. Just don't be afraid. Just do it and learn to love yourself exactly the way you are, because you got to see so many things that you don't like about yourself. Also, all the flaws. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I have a pimple here. Oh my God, my wrinkles. Oh my God. But then, I don't know. It's fun. I like it. It depends also how you put yourself on in front of the camera, you know. Like mine is always very like, I'm very into the cinematic thing now lately. I think my content has evolved so much. You've seen my content of like 2-3 years ago. It was like iPhone.
Oh my gosh. And just that movement that you
Honestly,
did.
when I look at it now, I'm like, it's so cringe. But I love it. I don't care.
I know exactly what video you're talking about just because of that move, because I saved it. It's the one in front of the mirror, right? And you're like doing all these crazy.
Which one?
There's so many. Because you're
It's-
like, I think you celebrated like it's like your first big viral video.
Oh, the one with the Drake song.
Yeah.
The one that goes like the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first big viral video.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about too. The pandemic. Because I know you talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, you had a lot of gigs going into the pandemic hit, and then you were like, let me get on this TikTok thing. And all of a sudden, you know, you start blowing up. I feel like the creativity starts growing when you get to do all this stuff. Can you talk to me about that? Like, how was that? How was that feeling of like, okay, let me jump on TikTok, viral hits, and then you're like, okay, cool, I could do this.
Well, I jumped on TikTok, start of the pandemic, because it was a friend of mine. He was like, yo, you need to get on TikTok. You're going to love it. And I was like, no, man, why? I'm not interested. And obviously, I uploaded it and I started to check out what was going on there. First of all, it's very confusing. It was the start, I think, of TikTok. I don't even know. Before that, it was something else. I forgot. And then I started trying to do some stuff, but I wasn't doing anything like with transitions and stuff like that. I was first doing little dances, and then I started to do like transitions with like dances and everything. And do you remember the one with the oh my God, the one when you put the hand like this?
Yeah, and then you come up.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I started to do that thing, whatever. And then obviously I was starting to gain followers and everything. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool, whatever. And I remember actually a lot of my friends were taking the piss out of me. Like, oh, look here, it's the TikToker. Not in a mean way, you know. And I kept telling you, I was like, guys, watch me, watch what's gonna happen. And then it's just the more and more I tried to experience things and like throwing my phones in the air, throwing it in the air to the water, whatever. And then it just kept going and going and going. And it obviously, like you said, like getting viral, like obviously it motivates you. It's also a bit of pressure, you know, because it's like, oh, what's next? It's always, what's next?
Yeah.
You know? And also, it's sad to say this sometimes. I don't know. It's that type of content. Also, it's very fast food, you know? That's how I call it. It's like, it's content, you know? And then it got to a point as well, obviously, that opened all the doors you can imagine to me. Like that's how I started to do campaigns and like do all the campaigns with brands and stuff like that. Then working with labels and going into working with big artists as well. But yeah, and then slowly I realized I'm like, us as creative is like, what's next?
Yeah.
It's not enough. Why am I, and then I feel like sometimes you feel like you don't know what's going to happen. You don't have no answers. That's why I feel like you just got to keep trying new things. And then I got my professional camera and then I start filming like these little cinematic things. And then slowly it's becoming into what it is now. If I told myself 2 years ago I would be doing this now, I would not even believe it.
Isn't that crazy? Because like someone coming onto your page now is probably like, oh, she's been doing this forever. Like that's how I feel. And just to think that you only started doing, getting into the writing and the cinematic content a couple of years ago, it's crazy to see the growth. It's such a cool thing to see.
It's true. Thank you for reminding me that, because I forget.
So, okay, sorry. So more on this video, because there was just so many different things.
Yes, storms will come. Some things will break.
This.
I'm so dramatic.
I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. So the idea to do this projector, this part right here, how did you even think to do that? Like the image, and where do you get that?
Because first of all, it's the part of what you are saying, some things will break. Obviously, when I say some things will break, to me, I'm thinking of a heartbreak, And I wanted to find something to represent that. But also I didn't want to do something basic, Even I searched like for heart-shaped glass on Amazon. I was like, maybe I can film a slow motion of a glass breaking, and then I couldn't find that. And I was thinking for days, I was like, how can I put this visually and like be artsy? And then I remembered, I was like, I have a projector. Fuck it. And so I searched on YouTube. I'm going to do some projection stuff. I searched on YouTube for like a heart shape, whatever I was searching for it. I don't know how long I was searching for a cool heart. And then I found that. And it's literally a 2-second video of that heart just breaking. And I put it on loop. And then I just experimented. First, I started putting on my face, but then I looked
it looked like a mask.
I looked like that character from like Tim Burton movie, It's so funny. And then also I had like makeup like falling on my face. And I was like, no, this is ugly. I look so ugly, awful. So then I was like, I'm going to put it on my chest. And I wrote love on my chest, which you don't really see it because it's so fast, but who cares? It's all about who wants to pay attention to it will pay attention, So that's how I did it. And then all the storm bit came after, because I also didn't have nothing. I was actually hoping that there was like a massive storm in London. I was like, whenever it's raining, I'm going to film myself under the rain. But it never happened.
Which is weird, right? What?
Like, whenever I want it to rain in London, it doesn't rain. But then I used also the projection, and then I used it in different ways. I used it, like, there's an image where I'm on my bed and I'm curled up like this, and it's just on the wall. And then I did some close-ups, and then I filmed some stuff with low shutter speed as well to give all these, like... And then I just played in the editing with it.
That's so cool to hear the process of like the trial and error of like even doing it on the face, the projection, and then the storm stuff coming. Because in the video that comes before the heart stuff.
Yeah.
So then like to like connect it and then use the sound effects to really like bring it all together.
And then the water scene, that's actually iPhone footage,
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm gonna...
That is the only part where I use iPhone footage, when I go under the water. And actually, I'm a bit annoyed because TikTok uploaded it. This image is a bit glitchy. It's not supposed to be like that. That's the TikTok thing. I don't know what happened. But I shot all of that last year in Greece. See, again. Yeah, and the water bit, because it talks about like being gentle, strong, but also it carves through rock. And I was like, that's why it took me so long, because there's so many details. It took me so long to puzzle together the images. And then sometimes you have to stop yourself and be like, keep it simple. And you don't have to go crazy. Like, I was thinking about trying to find, I even went on stock footage. I was like, let me see if I see like water piercing the rocks. I even had a little moment. See, I found like a drop falling, and then the drop transforms into myself. I swear, I tried to do that, but then it wasn't matching what I was creating already, which is a shame. So I took it off, and then I used the underwater shots, which I think was perfect for this, for the contrast with the fire and water. That was like,
Yeah.
the fire. Honestly, like, wow, that's why it took me so long, this video.
It almost feels like you just it's like a little like journal of your life, because you remember all these places that you did,
Oh, I like that.
little. Yeah.
Totally.
It's like it's crazy. Like you remember everywhere where it is, what you were doing.
Yeah.
And then now you're just making stories of it. Like you're doing what you love to do.
Exactly. That's so cool. I love that. What's the next story?
All right.
I still haven't had the time. At this moment, I'm editing some videos for an artist, and I have so much stuff to edit, so I don't have time for this
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
It will come.
It will, and it'll be good. It'll be good, because like imagine you just doing this and you're just searching for the next story. I think it's always good to take a break and get your mind somewhere else and then come back to it.
What's your love language? Would you know how to speak mine? They say love languages help us connect, like an invisible connection allowing us to understand what's unspoken and feel what's unseen. Does that make sense to you? Would you remind me of my worth even on the days I forget? Would you show up for me? Would you know what I like? Would you pay attention to the things that make me smile? Would your hands know how to hold me? Would you know what to say?
I told you how beautiful you look today.
They say love languages help us connect. But what if connection starts before you even arrive? What if I've already been learning the language on my own? So whenever you come along, know that I've been speaking mine fluently. And when we meet, I won't need you to complete me. I'll simply welcome you to the conversation.
So intense. It's so funny to be watching it again with you. It's so see the silence? There's no music. The silence makes it more intense, man.
What was the process? When did you write this? What was your mindset when you're coming up with this?
Well, obviously, because it was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up. And I'm like, I wanted to do something for Valentine's Day because I'm a hopeless romantic, I love love. I love to be in love. I love all these things. Like I said, I have big emotions, and if I'm in love, I'm in love. Yeah, and I wanted to do something, and I wanted to talk about the love languages. So my first idea was like, talk about love languages and how to describe each of them in a very creative and poetic way. And then after that came the idea of like me pretending that I'm talking to my partner, like having a conversation, like it's the start of like something like, first couple of dates, you're getting to know each other. I wanted to make it like a little like romantic scene of a movie or some stuff like that, Then I did some research, watched so many videos on YouTube about love languages, whatever, how everyone interpret them. I can't say that word. Interprets them. Yeah. So I started like writing a little bit here and then it always changes, But then I wanted to add a plot twist to it.
Yes.
Which is, I'm not talking to no one. I'm actually talking to myself the whole
Best
time.
plot twist.
The plot twist came way after, And then once that plot twist came in, that's when it sped up the creative process of things. It was like that last little
Yeah.
spice missing. I don't know.
Oh, wait. So you didn't have that plot twist until after you shot everything?
No. Before.
Oh, you had it.
Then no, it was until 2-3 days I shot it, because that video actually, I asked one of my best friends, which is Fabio. This guy is incredible too. Love him. Hi, Fabio. He's someone that helps me a lot when I need someone to shoot my content for me, especially like handheld stuff. So once I had the script ready, then I knew exactly what I wanted to film, So that's how it happened. And then we went a day in London. It was so cold that day. Oh my God, it was freezing. I'll never forget. We were dying. And we shot that in like maybe like all of that, like probably in 4 hours or something like that. And then actually the tube scene was not even supposed to be in it. That was extra footage. I was like, oh my God, this looks cool. The tube is empty. Let's get some footage here. Let's do it. Let's just get some extra stuff.
So
yeah,
all of this,
that was improv. The tube was improv. All of that is like literally, let's just film for the sake of it.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The plot twist idea, I think that's why I love it so much because of that.
Yeah. Definitely.
When that comes to you and you have like this whole, I feel like those moments open up this whole world of, oh my gosh, this story could get really crazy. And it's so good and you keep building on it. Do you now think about that? Like when you make stuff, like how can I move people's emotions or like flip it, or was this kind of just like a one-off thing?
I mean, with this one, I definitely like raised the bar on myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I definitely think I found something that I didn't know I was capable to do, you know? Like push far in my creativity and how I imagine things. So yeah, that's why it's always like when you think about what's next, you want to do something even better than last time, you know? But definitely this plot twist was like the best thing that happened.
Because there's a lot of things, the concept to show you, like leaving the note on the mirror, and then
you love that shot. I remember when I
love that shot.
When I watched your reaction, I was like,
yeah, it's so good.
You look great
shot. Oh, and you know one thing, as I was watching all your stuff, symmetry is there's so many parallels between filmmaking and dancing. Symmetry is a big one. Like
That's very true.
Here when you're giving yourself the flowers, symmetry, a lot of things. And
I'm so obsessed with symmetry, definitely.
And do you think that's also more intense because you're a dancer? And I feel like there's a lot of symmetry that happens, but also like off. Like I don't know, it's such a beauty when you watch people dance who are really good at it and choreography. I'm always like, this is so beautiful. And I can't explain it from a dancer's perspective, but it's like I could explain it from a filmmaker's perspective because I almost see the parallels.
Yeah. That's so interesting that you said that. But you know what? Because I've never thought of that. That's very true. I think it's like, us as dancers, we're so used to be like perfect and like we have to be perfect. Each movement has to be perfect, especially if you dance in a dance group, you know, like you become one, and then all these positions are so important. Like every choreographer is like this, to be honest. Like every dancer, like every time, even if I'm filming content for a brand or an artist, if the camera is not positioned in the perfect spot, and it's just, I'm like, no, it's ugly. You guys don't understand. It's like I said, like now, see the square behind me? I didn't notice. Let me just, that's better. But yeah, it's very true though. I think that's a big influence to be a dancer, no doubt.
I was realizing it, and as I'm watching your stuff, and I understand that you're a dancer, I'm like, oh, she definitely has like the concept of framing, right? Like sitting,
oh my God, yeah,
framing, and like here, like everything is centered, you know, obviously the trees aren't like, but symmetry is such a crazy thing, and like the flow of shots I feel like is such a big thing. And I just thought it was so cool. Like musicality and then movement. There's always some type of movement. That's why when in Planet Seeds video with flow, and then the way you moved and then like you cloned yourself, and it just looked beautiful. For this shot, how was this done? How did you do this shot?
Oh my God, this shot. Well, I obviously put my camera on tripod.
Yeah.
And then it was my friend Fabio. I was like, we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's try it. I know I'm like, I'll do some crazy masking situation. Obviously, it's not perfect. It's far from it, but it's actually
really pretty good. To be honest, I've seen worse from other people, and this is
it's like there's just a little moment
just
there,
tiny,
like,
but it's good. Like I'm even, and there's so many different ways to do this.
So basically, I filmed myself both ways doing it. Doing the new one where I give the flowers, the other one when I receive it. And then I was with my friend Fabio. So Fabio was doing the same thing on the other side. And we were really paying attention of like, let's keep the flowers always the same direction. And like try to hold it with just 2 fingers. Like we did so many ways. It was so funny. And then we did it a couple times. And then on the editing, I don't know how long I spent doing that. And wait, we shot this on the 13th of February. Wait,
What?
13th of February. And I wanted to post it on the morning of the 14th. After that, I went home and I edited till 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, because I was like, I don't care, I'm making this happen. We're doing it because we could only shoot a day before because he was busy, I was busy, whatever. So we filmed on the 13th of February and then I edited all night to post at 9 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I was till 6 a.m. in the morning.
Did you have any? Okay, that you got home at what time on the 13th?
It was probably like 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah, it was
and then oh my God.
I was editing for like 12 hours probably.
And you didn't start any of the editing because you shot everything that day, the
Nothing.
4 hours. Oh, that is a crazy timeline. What?
I had to do it.
But worth it now.
This idea had to come out. So worth it. I never expected to go that viral. That was crazy.
That must have been
Honestly.
okay. Hold on. So 6. You finished at 6. You posted it at what time?
9 a.m. the day after.
Did you not?
9
wait,
or
so
10,
you did you sleep between the 6 and the 9 a.m. or did you after you posted it, you're like, I'm gonna go to sleep right now, and then you?
Yeah, I took a nap. And then I woke up just to post it, and I went back to sleep.
That is crazy.
Because for me, it works better. Posting in the morning, I don't know why. Posting in the morning always works better for me. So I was like, I need to post it in the morning.
Yeah, I guess depending on your audience. Yeah, because for me, it's a little different. Mine's like 3 p.m. is like the best time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you went to sleep after. When you woke up, were you on your phone? You're like, oh my gosh, this thing just took off.
I think it took off maybe half a day after. I feel like now videos don't go viral like this anymore. It's not like in 10 minutes it's like, wow, 10,000 likes. I feel like now it's a build-up, you know? But when I woke up, I was happy already. Like I had like 1,000 something likes, like average what I get. But then I noticed, you know when it started to roll because like every time you open the app, you see
notifications,
especially on the followers. Yeah, especially because I don't get notification of the apps. I refuse because it's too much. So whenever I open the app, and every time I would open the app, I would see like 100 more followers, 100 more followers, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Here it is. And that's also dangerous too. Like as much as I love that feeling, when it happens, it feels so good, and then you chase it, and then when you don't get that, I don't know, it just does something to me. I'm like, I gotta get off this. Like, I have to not care about this anymore.
It does affect you sometimes. Like this last one on Instagram, it didn't do bad, but on TikTok it took off a little bit, which is good. Okay, not everything can be viral.
Right. And where do you draw the line?
I think I've accepted that.
How do you accept that now? Because I feel like it's, for me too, a lot of the stuff earlier on goes so viral. Yeah, and followers, I don't know if it's like this for you. Mine was fast, so fast in the beginning, and it's crazy amount of momentum and speed. And then it dips, and then you feel a certain way. And now I'm at the point where I don't really care. I'm like, okay, let me just post something and we'll see. Yeah, well, how are you with that?
Much better. I get so upset. No. I think that it's part of also the maturity of being a content creator,
Mm-hmm.
of just at the end of the day, you do it for yourself. Obviously, you would love for things to go viral, but that it's out of your control. So the only thing you can do is keep creating and following your heart. Just like I say on my video, the ocean doesn't fight the tides, man. Tides, like you said, you're going up and then suddenly you're crashing down. It's just,
Yeah. It's like learning how to ride it.
Gotta keep, yeah. surfing, bro.
That's yeah,
Surfing.
it's as funny as it sounds. Like it does sound funny, but it's almost like it's a game of waves. Your whole life is like, are you riding it or are you not? Are you letting it take you under and
Yeah,
not? Are you
exactly.
not trying again? Which is like,
Absolutely.
it's something I feel like a lot of people don't understand. So my channel is all about promoting creators and like giving them the spotlight and the love. Any creators right now that you would love to give some love to, that you would want people to check out?
I have this creator that I know. I met him actually a couple years ago. He used to be a dancer too. I don't know if you've seen. His name is Pele.
No.
Pele, I can't remember his last name. Pele, but his type of content, he does everything on like After Effects, like films on green screen, but like crazy stuff, like mixing with dance and fashion. He's absolutely incredible. Pele is absolutely out of this world, completely different style. Again, you can see like the dance, how it influences and how it elevates the quality of work.
One piece of advice for anyone who wants to do what you do or wants to be where you're at.
Oh, wow. To stay true to yourself, to not be afraid to put your creation out there. Really lose the fear about judgment or what people are going to think about. Explore, try new things. Risk it. You have to risk it, We have an expression in Portuguese that says, quem não arrisca não petisca. It means, who doesn't risk it will never get a taste of it. Oh my God, my Portuguese friends are going to laugh so hard when they see this.
That is great.
Yeah, you just got to throw yourself in it. You just, whatever. Like, there's so many comments on my videos about like, how do I even start? How do you come up with these ideas? Like I said at the start of this conversation, look within, like everything. You have so much inside of you that needs to come out. That's how I express it, to be honest, And it's such a way of like growing and evolving as a human. I feel like every time I do these videos, like I discover new parts of myself, or I accept that. I feel like it's like acceptance, because you could be upset with something, sad about something. So creating really helps. Like some people go paint, some people go dance. Yeah, because I think every human being is a creative, to be honest. Everyone has creativity within them.